Seriously? Go away. Anyway, so we left off that we were, well, you were checking out the other door, and then you guys...
I'm in Wonderland.
Yeah. So, back to what we were doing. These ones here for now, because we're going to be using them. So, anyway, back to what we were doing. So, you roll that one. You roll
Which one?
the same as him.
What was that one?
This one.
12.
12.
You got a 5. It's Brock.
What's up?
So what'd you get?
6.
What'd you get?
6.
6 and a 5. Okay. So, you guys, as you're looking on the wall on this side, you see that it looks like the wall, like, on one side where it's kind of like a shadowy, it feels like glass, but when you touch it, your hand goes through it. So what do you want to do? You see the same thing.
So it's kind of like off the the second Warner movie. I can't think like the second of Alice in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's
Okay, so what are you guys doing? You guys want to explore it?
Yeah, let's explore it.
Okay, so you guys go through the portal, and then as you guys walk into it, you're falling closely behind, or what you think is closely behind him, but all you see is complete darkness, utter silence, and it's like you're stepping into like a freezer. It's cold. But you guys don't go too far into it. As soon as once you get out, you step, like, you're stepping, you drop to the ground. But then once you drop, you touch, like, what used to be concrete, but now it's like grass mixed with sand. So you guys are out of the tunnel and into like a whole nother area. So now for you.
yay.
Roll these two. Yeah, and let's see what you get.
11 and 4.
Okay.
So 15.
Okay, as you go down into what you've opened, down into the hatch, you get this strong smell of rotting flesh and just like someone just dumped a shitload of manure where you're standing.
Ugh.
But you
Yeah,
don't
I
see
gross.
anything around you, but you summon light. And you see in the corners, they look humanoid, but they're like overgross blobs of what it used to be like a human. You want to tell him what he is stepping into? Since you kind of know that subject all too well.
Yeah, I think you're stepping into a Kukui Den.
Yeah. So, how well is your grace of silence?
Very good.
You might want to check your sheet
Yeah.
because you're gonna need utter silence for this one if you're gonna make it throughout alive.
My silent. What the hell?
Don't you be find your
silence is
dexterity? And
27.
yeah, your dexterity's 12, and your okay, so between about between 6 and 12, which is your stealth, your strength. No, that's your dex would be your stealth. Okay, awesome, good to know. Okay,
That's actually it's pretty good.
So roll that one if you would, the one that you have.
This one?
Yeah.
10.
Awesome. Good.
Hey.
You and I match.
It's only better
So
than
you silently tiptoe, trying to wake anything that could be bad for you, and you manage somehow to not wake up these sleeping Kukuis. You make it out to what is like a parking lot, but now it's like abandoned, and like what used to be a mall and / amusement park is like ran down because it's been like over 20 years since humans have even touched it. So, what are you doing? You basically survived what could have been utter death.
Yes. Go explore.
Huh?
Explore.
Okay, so I'll get back to you later. Oh, wait, yeah, in a minute. So, as you're going, roll these two, and then you roll these two too. See what you get. Sure. These two. Looks like a diamond and yeah, that and the diamond one.
This one?
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. What'd you get?
15.
Okay. You?
9.
Okay. 20. Okay. About, 27. And then you got
15.
15. Okay. Cool. So you, in this new area, you see a tiny little shop on one end. You see a vast of like I said, overgrown, what used to be a highway, but now it's like sand and basically went back to nature. And then over on this side, you see what looks like a portal, but instead of it's a swirling vortex, it's the swirl of like time going backwards. And that's all you guys, you can see this too, like so far is what you guys can see so far in like this new area. So what do you guys do?
Probably go to the shop.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are checking out the shop, and then a short little woman that is dressed in gypsy attire goes, "What can I help you guys with?" She hands you looks like a brochure of like different items, ranging from guns to swords to other sharp instruments of like daggers or whatever. And then you see on the back specialty items. So you guys talk amongst yourselves, and like you guys since there's no role involved, but you guys can talk about what you guys are doing while I talk with him. So, you, my friend.
Well, wonder if she's got any plans.
So,
Buying a gun.
Because
roll the
we need a rose
diamond and this one.
something else. Because I got the mushrooms, you got the holy water.
Hemp.
Yeah.
That's
This
the
one?
ones you need.
Yeah, that one,
Buddy?
and then this. Yeah,
Well,
those two. Yeah.
she's a gypsy, so she might have some.
You mind?
Okay.
I got 15.
Huh?
I got 11 and a 4.
So you got a
15.
total of 11?
15.
15? Okay. Okay, so in this parking lot, so far they have not got your attention, but there's like a few zombies just walking around. So far they don't even know you're there. So far you're doing good. Better than when you started, but I'm not going to go that route. I'm not going to open up that can of worms yet. But you're doing pretty good so far. So you go, like I said, not much of you can do with some of the rides and what is made up of the amusement park yet. Because, like I said, with no humans, there's no power. But I'm pretty sure with your demonic powers, you could probably come up with something or find something that interests you as far as an energy source goes. So, and then you see the mall that has, well, you're not too close to it, but within a good short distance that you can see that there's a big heavy chain lock on the door, and it says, and there's a sign that looks like chicken scratch, like a preschool guy did it, someone's kid, but you can barely make out what you think is some kind of like a sentence saying it's temporarily closed for repairs. Come back in a few days. But you know as well as as what you're thinking, the few days of maintenance has been long gone, and you don't really think there's nobody gonna fix this. So you have three choices. You either find a parasource and possibly wake up what could be maybe 3 or 4 zombies attacking you, or figure out somehow to get into explore without waking things up and
Not waking things up.
okay.
Man, we're not going around.
You think of what you want to do besides not waking things up. Now back to you guys. So you guys tell her what you guys are missing. So you finally get the hemp rope, which is like a small little twine of it. And then you get a bag of the rose petals. So you guys are halfway to getting most of the ingredients. And then she's in a sweet little voice, anything else I can help you guys with? Anything that can suit your fancy with, and she looks at you, a warrior or whatever can fit your fancy of what, and she goes, you look like one of those killer types.
Got a gun?
Huh?
Got a gun?
She goes, or she hits a little button and a wall folds open to what you think is to you it's you stepped into the Holy Grail.
Excellent.
And she looks at you. Anything I can interest you with, Mr. Magic Man?
Nope, I'm okay.
Okay. So, she turns back to you. And you see, some of these guns are not what you... Some of them are, are pretty good looking guns, but then you see some guns that you have not noticed before. But you've been around a lot of weapons in your time, dealing with different coteries and the Vatican, with your being an angel. You've seen many types of weapons of different variations, but there's some that intrigue you, but you have not seen before. She goes, I see you liking it. Anything I can help you with?
I bought those sniper rifles.
Okay. So, she hands you this sniper rifle that looks... I got it in here.
Wrong
Kind of
room.
gives you like a variation of something.
Kind of looking nervous.
Looks kind of like this, but a bit bigger. So, when you... And she also goes... And she also hands you... She slides you this leather-looking bag. It's on the house.
What's in it?
She goes, open it up and find out.
I'm afraid to open things.
So you open it up.
Open it up.
You open it up and you see what looks like 5 or 6 clips for your gun. But the bullets range anywhere from like about 9mm size to about a 20 gauge. But they're clear. And some have, it looks like a silverish liquid in them. And then there's others that look like liquid sunlight. And then there's others that have like a weirdish, reddish, purplish liquid in them. So, basically, to put it into layman's terms, sun bullets, holy water, unholy silver bullets, and specialized bullets with blood that can kill like demonic creatures and like other creatures of like the night that are on the demonic
You're
side.
safe.
So,
Get that hedge maze again.
he goes, anything else?
Any throwing knives?
Huh?
Got any throwing knives?
She goes, she hits another button, and the other wall opposite of that flips over, and you see many variations of knives.
I'm in heaven.
She goes, she goes, I'm going to go out on a limb, and she pulls out 2 knives and slides them your way. One looks like a double-edged knife. One is like, the blade is not like you normally see, because one blade is like pure silver for killing werewolves, and the other one is like a metal mixed with wood for killing, especially for killing vampires. And then on the other knife, it's like a clear blade, but you see like runes on them that you can use for like to do like magic. Like you can have like it can be like a fire blade or like an electrical blade or whatever. Now, with you, she goes, anything that I can... She pulls out a box of like different types of wands. Anything that you can... that suit your fancy?
Nope, I'm okay.
Okay. So you guys step away from the shop. Now back to you. So have you decided what you're wanting to do?
Besides not to wake everything up.
Okay. So, with that being said, roll these two and see what you get.
7.
Hmm?
7.
Okay. Okay, so you go up to the door and then without trying to disturb anybody, you will manage to silently chip away to where the lock can open up. Then once you break off the chain, as it falls, the zombies that are around you, they suddenly turn towards you. But you go inside before they can get you, and so they're like pounding on the wall, on the trying to eat you. So in the mix of all that, inside the mall, it's like basically abandoned. You see like a lot of stores that are like been locked up, and then in the middle is a big fountain that doesn't work, but the water's not flowing. But inside, when there was humans, you basically are like her in heaven, but instead of guns, it's like filled almost like the whole bottom's covered in like coins from like different variations from like all over the world.
I'm the richest man alive!
So, in spite of avoiding utter death, you've gained, I would say, in the times of humans, you're probably looking at maybe a couple
Hundreds?
$300-$400 worth of change that people has thrown throughout the years in this fountain when it was activated. So, now with your newfound wealth that you stumbled upon, what are you doing? Besides relishing in what you have found.
Go find a shop.
Okay, so you see on the other far side of the mall, it's like a sporting goods / like hunting store, and it's not completely locked, but you can just open it up and help yourself into there, because instead of it being like anybody in there, you're just whatever you can grab, you can pretty much shove into it looks like you pull like a big army bag and you're just shoving stuff in there. But as you're doing that,
Oh no.
you see on the side behind you, you see out of your peripheral vision, this guy come out of the shadows, and his clothes are like basically just tattered. Like he looks homeless, but if homeless people worked out.
He's a
So
homeless.
he goes, "What are you doing? I found this right before you did while you in my home."
He's like, what are you doing in my home?
What are you doing about take it?
I found this, I claim it, I find finders keepers. You have no property
You
here.
wasn't here. Door was locked. So don't go there. Door was locked. No one was here. So what I do, I came in, grabbed the stuff, and on my happy way. Now we got two choices.
Oh, this ain't gonna end well. Ooh.
Walk away, or have your
So, as you're talking and explaining that to him, he's getting really agitated and starts coming at you, which is like this fit of rage. Like, why are you in my home? And so, what do you do?
I will attack him.
Okay,
Well, he's gonna charge after me. I'm gonna defend myself.
roll
Right there.
this
Right there on the
and
wall.
that, and see what you get.
Hey,
I know, I see him.
right there. No, not him on the wall. See it?
I know, I see it.
I was 16. Yeah, 16 and
Boom.
a 6.
Huh?
16 and a 6.
Okay.
22.
22.
Huh?
22.
Okay. Okay, awesome. So this is going to be pretty interesting. So as he's charging you, with your demonic claws, you scratch him. But he, in like a fit of rage, he comes from human. So he starts getting,
Bigger.
his muscles start expanding. And you see that what was human is starting to take on fur. It's starting to take on more animal characteristics.
Werewolf.
Then, all of a sudden, you see what used to be a human
Into a werewolf.
is now probably a 10-foot werewolf. That's basically is like, and
You're gonna die.
with like in a fit of anger, grabs his talons into your demonic flesh and just throws you across the thing, and you smash with a force, and you take about about 3 points of like physical damage, and you put a big dent into the fountain. And he was like, with this growl, he's like, I told you, get out of my home. I found this first. I don't give a rat's ass if the door was unlocked. You're in my territory, so now you're gonna pay. So now, even though you got rich, you're in a fit with no allies with a werewolf that was a homeless guy that is now has claimed this abandoned park as his home.
Uh-huh.
So I'll get back to you as you're pulling yourself out of the fountain. Now back to you two. You guys leave the shop and you notice, just like he did, that a portal on the one side of the thing, it looks like there's like time going backwards. And then you see more, you see like a little forest that's off in the distance, and then you see like a shadowy underpass that is like another, that opens up into like another big territory that used to be like a small little like downtown, but it's like mostly like overgrown like grass and stuff. So what you guys are doing with your new weapons and stuff?
Explore.
Well, I say we go try to find a friend to see what he's getting himself into.
Okay, so you guys like will come back to this area. So you guys make your way back through where you guys go through, and where you guys were it looks like solid, like nothing there, but you put your hand through solid air. As you go back through, where you guys back into the dark abyss, and then step into the tunnel that, when you look back, is now just brick wall. So you guys make your way to the other side that you see amongst the weeds and the shrubbery that has grown back over concrete, a partially open hatch that looks like kind of like another maintenance hatch where you guys just came out of. So what do you guys do? And oh yeah, and you guys also hear the same thing that he did. A mechanical voice that says, "Welcome to Wonderland, the theme park, mall, and attraction. Enjoy your stay at Wonderland."
Well, at least that still works.
So what do you guys do?
Well, my guess is, knowing him, he probably went. We'll follow it.
Okay, so as you guys are doing that, roll these two to make more of an opening compared to like that.
7.
Okay, so you somehow you roll the same two things.
What dice is that?
Yeah, Yeah.
8.
the square and the cube.
This is the one that looks like an
So-
12 one.
12, and then what other one?
Yeah, this one and the cube.
Cute.
Square.
Be that one
Oh.
and this one. Oh, you already got it? Okay, yeah, those two.
7.
Okay, so you guys both have managed to pry it more open where you guys can both go down into there. So you guys go into the thing and you guys see the same thing that he did. You get this sudden strong whip of like rotted flesh mixed with
Diarrhea.
garbage.
Oh.
And you create like a little fireball so you guys can have a light. And you guys see in 3 different corners humanoid flesh zombies just sleeping. And they're making a weird noise that you guys think is snoring. And you guys are basically in a what used to be a maintenance hatch tunnel for maintenance is now been taken over by a small clan of Kakuis. So what do you guys do without trying to wake them up?
Well, what I think is we gotta sneak past these and make sure we don't trip on anything.
Okay, so you guys roll the same 2 dice.
10.
Ooh.
10.
Okay. So, you guys have managed to get past. One stirs, but then goes back to sleep. But you guys have managed to make it through without waking them up. Kind of almost like what he did. Then, once you get into there, you see him basically concaved into a giant fountain that used to in his abandoned mall, and a giant werewolf standing in front of him, snarling and is completely pissed off. And then in front of it, you see 3 zombies that are trying to get in and scratching at the window and everything. So amongst rides that used to be active, but there's no power because it's been like over 20 years since humans have even touched this area. So what do you guys do?
Well, since he's already mad, he obviously done something to it. Huh. Wonder if we should try to see if we can communicate with it.
Okay, so, but you're thinking of that. You guys roll this one. You roll the same thing. You
So-
roll,
The diamond.
no, the
It looks like diamond.
there you go.
So maybe we can find out what he did.
That one?
Yeah, those two. Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
7.
Okay. So as you're using your telepathical thing to try to communicate with him, and all you get is like murmurs and like what sounds like pain and agony, and what kind of makes out of a voice like, "Damn, that hurts." And all you get out of the mumbling from him is something about a homeless guy, big giant werewolf, and home. As you are trying to communicate with them, you can't get through your power can't get, telepathic can't get through the glass like hers can, but somehow the waves of your psychic ability attracts the zombies that are trying to get inside. And then they turn to you, and then they start like stumbling towards you. So what do you do?
Alright. Well, looks like I'm gonna cast lightning at him. Got no choice now.
And you're seeing the same thing. So since you're basically getting murmurs and what is a childish talking in your head of him trying to pull himself out of a concrete fountain, what do you do?
I go after the.
Huh?
I go after the giant creature.
You go after what's inside?
I go after what attacked
Okay,
him.
so you, with this light force, you shatter the glass door completely, where there's hardly nothing left of the door. And you make your way through, and in hearing this, what is the werewolf that was attention to him turns to you. And it's like completely pissed off at whatever he did and is now charging at you. As far as you go,
That's what I rolled.
yeah, you're like, fuck this. You snap your fingers, you shoved it, you summon a big ball of lightning, and you throw it at the zombies, and like instant, they're like alive, stop moving, and then go to ash.